Step back in time and immerse yourself in the grandeur of the 7 ancient wonders of the world, where monumental feats of engineering and artistry once stood as testaments to human ingenuity. Our first stop takes us to the scorching sands of Egypt, where the Great Pyramid of Giza stands as the sole survivor of the ancient wonders. Built around 2560 BCE, this colossal structure served as the tomb of Pharaoh Khufu. At its completion, the Great Pyramid soared to a height of 147 meters, remaining the world's tallest man-made structure for nearly 4,000 years. Its construction was a feat of engineering that still baffles experts today. Over 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons, were meticulously cut, transported, and assembled over a 20-year period. Legend has it that the pyramid was built by slaves, but recent archaeological evidence suggests it was constructed by skilled workers who took great pride in their craft. The precision of the pyramid's construction is astounding, with the base having an error of only 15 millimeters in relation to a perfect square. Our journey continues to ancient Mesopotamia, where the Hanging Gardens of Babylon once stood. Unlike the other wonders, the existence of these gardens remains shrouded in mystery, with no concrete archaeological evidence to support their existence. According to legend, King Nebuchadnezzar II built these lush, terraced gardens to comfort his homesick wife Amytis, who longed for the green hills of her homeland. The gardens were said to be a marvel of hydraulic engineering, with an intricate irrigation system that defied the laws of nature, creating a verdant paradise in the heart of the desert. Some historians speculate that the gardens may have actually been located in the Assyrian capital of Nineveh, built by King Sennacherib. Regardless of their true location, the Hanging Gardens have captured human imagination for millennia, symbolizing the power of love and the triumph of human ingenuity over nature. Next, to ancient Ephesus in modern-day Turkey, where the Temple of Artemis once stood. This magnificent structure, dedicated to the goddess Artemis, was rebuilt 3 times before its final destruction. The most famous version, completed around 550 BCE, was described by Antipater of Sidon as surpassing all other wonders. Its 127 columns, each standing 60 feet high, supported a massive roof adorned with intricate sculptures. The temple's grandeur was such that it became a major pilgrimage site, attracting visitors from all over the ancient world. In 356 BCE, a man named Herostratus, seeking eternal fame, set fire to the temple. Ironically, his act of destruction ensured his name would be remembered throughout history, albeit in infamy. Our next wonder takes us to the heart of ancient Greece, where the statue of Zeus once stood in Olympia. Created by the renowned sculptor Phidias around 435 BCE, this colossal seated figure of Zeus, the king of the ancient Greek gods, was housed in a temple built to honor him. The statue stood approximately 13 meters or 43 feet high and was made of ivory plates and gold panels over a wooden framework. Zeus was depicted seated on a cedar throne ornamented with ebony, ivory, gold, and precious stones. In his right hand, he held a small statue of Nike, the goddess of victory, while his left hand grasped a scepter topped with an eagle. The statue was so impressive that it was said that if Zeus were to stand up, he would unroof the temple. Its destruction, likely by fire in the 5th or 6th century CE, marked the end of one of the most remarkable sculptures of the ancient world. Our journey now takes us to Halicarnassus in modern-day Turkey, where the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus once stood. This grand tomb was built for Mausolus, a satrap in the Persian Empire, and his sister wife Artemisia II of Korea. Completed around 350 BCE, the mausoleum stood approximately 45 meters or 148 feet tall and was adorned with sculptural reliefs created by 4 famous Greek sculptors. The structure was so impressive that the word mausoleum became a generic term for any grand tomb. The mausoleum survived for many centuries, withstanding numerous invasions of the region. However, a series of earthquakes between the 12th and 15th centuries eventually reduced it to ruins. Today, only the foundation and some sculptural pieces remain, serving as a testament to its former glory. Our penultimate ancient wonder brings us to the Greek island of Rhodes, where the Colossus once stood guard over the harbour. This massive statue of the Greek god Helios was erected in 280 BCE to celebrate Rhodes's victory over the ruler of Cyprus, Antigonus III Monophthalmus. Standing at approximately 33 meters or 108 feet high, the Colossus was one of the tallest statues of the ancient world. Contrary to popular belief, it did not straddle the harbour entrance but stood on a pedestal near the harbour. The statue's brief existence of just 54 years ended when it was toppled by an earthquake in 226 BCE. Even in ruins, it continued to attract visitors for centuries. When the Arabs conquered Rhodes in 654 CE, they allegedly sold the remains as scrap metal, marking the final chapter in the history of this remarkable wonder. Our tour of the ancient wonders concludes in Alexandria, Egypt, where the great lighthouse once guided ships safely into harbour. Completed during the reign of Ptolemy II Philadelphus around 280 BCE, the lighthouse stood for over 1,600 years. Rising to a height of between 120 and 140 meters, or 394 to 459 feet, was one of the tallest structures in the ancient world. The lighthouse consisted of 3 tiers, a square base, an octagonal middle section, and a circular top. A mirror at the top reflected sunlight during the day, while a fire was lit at night to guide ships. The lighthouse survived multiple earthquakes over the centuries, but was ultimately destroyed by a particularly severe tremor in the early 14th century CE. Its remains were used in the construction of the citadel of Qaitbay, which stands on the site today. The 7 wonders of the ancient world represent remarkable achievements in architecture and artistry, showcasing the ingenuity and aspirations of ancient civilizations. While only the Great Pyramid of Giza remains intact today, the stories of the other 6, each an extraordinary feat of human creativity, continue to captivate our imagination.